What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Alex here, and we have ourselves a pretty excellent round here for our first round. We've got Tony on Esper Blink, and we've got Sean on Izzet Prowess. Tony is a regular here up at Impact, but Sean comes up every once in a while. But Sean is a very accomplished Magic the Gathering player. I would almost argue probably the most accomplished in the room tonight. So this is going to be pretty interesting. It looks like we've got a crack at the fetch land, but Tony's on Esper Blink, as I said, and Izzet Prowess is the deck that Sean has chose to bring to the tournament tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us. We appreciate you all. Make sure to follow if you are watching on Twitch and consider subscribing. We just hit our 25 subscriber goal on Twitch, and it'll be awesome. We're on the march to 30 subscribers, and we only need 10 more followers to reach the coveted 1,000 followers. So that'd be awesome if we could hit that tonight. But if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and of course subscribe. It's free to do that over there. And regardless of where you're watching, hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all of your Magic the Gathering, TCG, and other tabletop gaming needs. We got a ton of singles in stock. We got a ton of board games, Warhammer, D&D, you name it. If it is played on a table, we probably got it in stock. But yeah, enough of that. Let's focus on the battlefield. Sean preordained on his last turn. And here is an Overlord of the Belmerk. This is going to mill some cards here. And there is a Riddler to the hand for Tony in turn. And we are going to... that Doom is going to impinge on us. Down to 4. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. Don't be shy. Jump in. Make sure everything's set up on the back end. All right, so here is a slick shot show off. And mutagenic growth, so Sean's going to go for the throat here. Gonna get a surveil here from the Dragon's Rage Channeler. Yeah, that's a Dragon's Rage Channeler. Oh. Oh, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 it should be. All right, Bloodstained Mire, go back to Tony. Draws a surveil land for the turn. Yeah, Tony's going to be under the gun here early and often. He's definitely the control player right now. Emperor of Bones going to enter the battlefield. And Sean's going to take a look. And we are going to do the same. There is Emperor of Bones. Beginning of combat, exile up to 1 card in your graveyard. You can adapt for 2 mana. Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put on Emperor of Bones, put a creature card exiled with Emperor of Bones onto the battlefield under your control with finality counter. It gains haste, sacrifice it at the beginning of your next step. It's kind of a little Goryo's Vengeance chicanery. And here is an expressive iteration from Sean. We've got a lot of people on that side of the room, so I'm picking up a ton of the ambient noise around the table, so it's a little bit difficult to hear what they're saying. I believe that's a monastery Swiss spear. We are attacking with both. 3-2 and a 1-2. Lava Dart going to take down the Emperor of Bones and grow both creatures on the battlefield. Here's a Thundering Falls. A little surveil action. Here's an Ephemerate. So that's definitely a good pickup for Tony. Be able to Ephemerate the Overlord. There's a Riddler. Riddle me this. There it is. Gonna enter. Gonna draw. Tick, tick. Nice flying blocker, potentially. Tony's gotta play some defense here. Lightning Bolt you. Down to 5. Gets a token with the... I mean, I think Tony has to block the Slick Shot show off here. I'm not sure. He still might be dead. I'm not sure. Oh, well, he's got a Solitude in hand, so he's not dead, right? I don't think. This is quite a bit of damage, though. It's 3 from the Darcy. Yeah, and Tony's going to scoop it up. It's going to be lethal regardless how Tony blocks here. And Sean's going to pick up game number 1 here in round number 1 in the feature match area. Let's kick it to the sideboard real quick. Maybe not so quick. Nah, we'll kick it. Alrighty. What's up, everyone? Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Like I said, we are live from Impact Gaming Center in the fabulous Fairview Heights, Illinois. If you're in the area, make sure to come on up here. We'd love to meet you and game with you. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining us. We've got 4 rounds, and I think we have about 25, 26 players tonight. So we are rocking and rolling here. Let's try and see. Can we do this? Here we go. Let's do this. Bam. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. Pretty quick game number 1 there, but we are rocking and rolling. Welcome on in, everybody. Don't be shy. Thank you for inviting us into your homes tonight. Looks like these guys are about ready. Tony is still sideboarding, but Sean's already pile shuffling. But yeah, let's kick it back down to the battlefield.
You hadn't played constructed in a while? I like Pauper, but I usually mainly play limited. Or I should say, I haven't played in a constructed tournament like paper. I play some online, not as much as I used to. I feel like it's just not necessarily the same experience. It's still fun. I still feel like you get a lot of data in that way. I mean, there's something nice about being able to sit across the table for someone. Yeah, but like back in the day, Magic Online was like the only place you could play against a lot of good players. Now there's just so many, like, there's so many players that are like decent. So yeah, like playing live is much better. Blue red deck's so fast. It's like I drew a solitude on that last turn. So like the play to live at 1 is I can block your biggest creature, solitude my own guy to gain 4 life. Yeah. I don't feel like there's a single thing in my deck that deals with the 4 other creatures there. What? You think? Okay. Well, start us off with the Marsh Flats.
All right, starting us off with a Marsh Flats here in game number 2. All righty, so Thoughtseize. Take a look. Expressive Iteration. Corey Steelcutter, Preordain. Lava Dart. And then some lands. All right, back to Sean. He's going to fetch here. Probably get a Thundering Falls, I'd imagine. Dragon's Rage Channeler and a Preordained. So we'll get a Surveil first and Ben a Mountain. I think that's one of those Mount Fuji mountains. Pretty spectacular basic, honestly.
Second main phase.
Alrighty, second main phase. Hey, what's up, Rock Hard Abs? How you doing tonight? Thanks for joining us as I destroy the mic here. Alrighty, let's see where we're at. So that's a Mishra's Bauble. Sean gonna shock in a Steam Vents here. Gonna tap that bad boy for 1 red. Bauble you. Take a look. We don't get to see. He's reading it though, so it's probably a newer card. No attacks, yeah. This Riddler doing a good job of blocking up the way for Sean. Ephemerate gonna rebound back, and Tony's gonna draw another card. He's looking in pretty prime position right now. Yeah, how's everybody doing? All right, Tony gonna pass right on back. Ori Steel Cutter. Tony shakes his head yes. Good guy Tony reminding Sean to surveil with Dragon's Rage Channeler. And here's a preordained. Surveil trigger. All right, so now we're going to resolve this preordain. Top, bottom. Another land attacking into. I mean, I like this attack. Obviously, Sean does need to start getting the beats down. And if he has any kind of combat tricks, I mean, this is just all upside. But we'll see. Tony trying to decide whether he wants to block or in what he wants to block. He's going to block the Dragon's Rage Channeler, maybe? I'm Ron Burgundy. Nope, going to block the Monk token, it would appear. Uh-oh, before damage. Fatal Push. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Oh, sorry. The Monastery Swift Spear. Oh, hey, what's up, River? How's it going? So this is the one that Test of Talents, I believe is the name of this card, and it counters a thing, and then it exiles all copies with the same name. Very sweet card. I like it as a little sideboard tech against decks like this that you know are playing 4 copies of a card. That's pretty cool. Yeah, there it is. Counter target insert sorcery spell. Search that controller's graveyard hand library for any number of the cards with the same name. Exile them. That player shuffles. Blah, blah, blah. Etc. Etc. But no, that's sick. That's a nice little trick there from Tony. Exercise this Corey Steel Cutter, so that'll exile it. Watch the Pro Tour. Now you're here. Hey, who's doing well at the Pro Tour? Anybody I know? All right, let's see. Another test of talents. Holy smokes. That's got to be pretty frustrating. The first one's frustrating enough. Goodbye, darts. All 4 of them. Oh, looks like 3 of them. And turning dudes sideways. Unfortunately for Sean, Tony's dude's hitting a little harder these days. Oh! It'll be 8, says Sean. And Tony goes down to 6. Sean is hellbent. No cards in hand. And back to Tony. What is he going to do here? He's going to get in with the Riddler. Down to 6 goes Sean. But we have a main phase 2. Let's see what he wants to do with it. Ephemerate. There's an Overlord with some counters. Alrighty. Looks like Tony's going to even things up here. And we are going to kick it back to the booth if I can. My goodness. Alrighty. Booth time, booth time. Everybody loves booth time. What's up, everyone? How we doing tonight? Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us. We've got 4 rounds of Modern action tonight. So make sure to stay tuned. I will be putting up last week's Modern tournaments gameplay videos in between the rounds, so you will have uninterrupted matches all night long. How's everybody doing tonight, though? I feel like we got a decent amount of folks in, and nobody's really saying anything. Nobody's chopping it up with me. I get lonely when I'm in here in the booth alone. Talk to me, chat. Talk to me. At least follow if you're new. We're on the quest for 1,000 followers, and well, thank you, and we love you. But yeah, oh, they're doing it manually. They're doing it manually. They're oh my gosh, 108 life. What the heck? Cut it back down. They don't know that I can control the tablet. This is funny.
We learned something new today.
All right, he got it to 20. Got to come up with fish and run the gauntlet. Do it. Dominic Stark, thank you for that follow. We appreciate that. We only have 9 more followers till we hit 1,000, folks. These guys are having a blast with the tablet that's right off to the... P says, hi, honey. I love you. Alrighty, here we go. Thundering Falls from Sean. Gonna get us started. Gonna get a surveil. Gonna pass it back to Tony. Tony's gonna play a Marsh Flats and a flick of the wrist and pass right on back. Are you watching on the TV or a tablet or a phone? Let me know in the comment, in the stream chat. Alrighty, a fetch land. Gonna take Sean down to 19. Corey Steel Cutter, just the Steel Cutter, no extra shenanigans this turn, so no attacks. Laptop. Very nice. Usually if I'm watching Twitch, it's usually on my phone. Just the nature of when I'm watching Twitch. I'm usually on the go. All righty, just some setup here in these early turns. Phone while cooking chicken fried oyster mushroom steaks. That sounds yummy. For me, it's on the TV or phone. Oh my goodness, here's another test of talents. And you know, Sean's. Oh, he ripped another one out of his hand. Holy smokes. This test of talents has been doing work for Tony. Yeah, that's brutal. You can, in fact, look at your sideboard during games, Sean asked.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so here's a fetch for Tony. Yeah, ripping that other one out of Sean's hand was brutal. And here is a Quantum Riddler. Ephemerate. Oh my goodness. Riddle me this, Batman. I don't know any riddles, but Tony just drew 2 extra cards. It's crazy. So crazy, crazy, crazy when they say they want drama. Oof. Just an air Mesa and pass, and you know this is not how Sean envisioned this game 3 going. But that test of talents from Tony was spot on. There's the attack. Gonna drop Sean down to 14. And back to Sean. And here's the dog. And here's Overlord of the Belmerk. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna snag another Felia. Maybe not. Move to comment. Lightning Bolt. Yeah, down to 10. Wow, and Sean just draws. Felia's going to flash in here at the end step. So he's got 3 Felias. Yep. That's a different one. And that's going to be it. Sean going to fall to Tony. Tony's going to move on to 1-0. And we are going to head to our first break of the night. But if you're watching live, don't go anywhere. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell icon, and set it to all so you don't miss out on content like this. Make sure to hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all of your Magic the Gathering and other tabletop gaming needs. I've been Les Alex. Make sure to check us out on all of our social medias. And until the next time, whether it's in the next video or in the next round, we will catch y'all on the flippy flop. Adios, everyone.